Hello, my crafty friends, and welcome back. Today I'm sharing two more pages of my December 2023 album. As you can see here, that I created a pocket page for the Christmas card, and I added a couple of the 49er Market rub-ons to the acetate, which I sewed on to the 49er Market papers to add some interest, and then that way I can pull out our Christmas card in and out so you can see both sides. And then when I'm done with the page, I will go ahead and attach it to my cover page. And then now we're going to move on to the companion pocket page that goes with this page. I use coordinating 49 Market, the red paper, and that was from the 6x8 paper pad. And this is all four cards or pockets are the 3x4 size. So I cut 3x4 size of the papers and trimmed down this picture just a little bit, so there's about 1/8 of an inch all the way around my picture. And I did decide to use this packaging to map my picture, and since it was going to be inside of a pocket and you weren't going to see very much of it, I did go ahead and use the section of the packaging that already had a fold in it, and I figured that I could salvage the rest of it to use on another part of my album. Here I am just deciding which pictures I wanted in which section. And since that packaging was that it is on a slicker side, that I did put one little stretch of tear tape down to make sure that the picture stuck, and then I helped with the rest of the adhesive around the outside of the photo with my liquid adhesive. And so the rest of the pictures, I added some mats to them. And again, I did use another piece of that packaging on this smaller album or smaller picture. And just trimming it down here. And these pictures were actually some of the outtake pictures that we had during trying to get a photo of all of us smiling and looking in the same direction. And as most of you may or may not know, that my grandson is 9 months old, and he was not very cooperative on getting him to look or smile, especially when we didn't have anybody behind the camera. We were trying to use a timer. So it was kind of a humorous outtake to try and get something good enough to use for a Christmas card. So I thought it would be fun to include some of the outtakes within my December album here. So some of those poinsettias I'm adding here were part of either the ephemera, and then I know there were a couple on the back of a packaging of the ephemera package, so it was probably one of each, possibly. And then the enamel candy canes also came from I believe they're called Baubles by 49 Market. So then this card, I used this tag, and really I just kind of used it as a foundation piece rather than an actual tag with journaling on it this time, and just layered my photo on top and added that banner that says Christmas Wishes on it. And I do decide to add some of my white twine here and through my tag hole, and I like to pull my ribbon or twine through and instead of making a knot, kind of loop it through and loop through the side. And then I did decide before I attached the entire thing down, I did decide to go ahead and staple the strings to the tag. Oh, here I am. I'm also using what this is. This is like fun foam that I get from Walmart or Target. And one side of it has adhesive on the back, and the other side is just the foam. You can usually find it like in the kids section. And it's just a easy way to add dimension to your photos without having to peel off all those little tiny pieces from some of the foam adhesive squares. Um, so here I am in this last card. I wanted to add my journaling about what these pictures were, that they were the outtake photos from our photo session. And there I am again stapling using my Tim Holtz tiny attacher. But I did like this piece of ephemera that said special delivery. However, it was too big for the pocket. So what I decided to do is put it on the outside of my pocket. And here you see that I mess up in that I don't need the dimension on the outside of the pocket, but I do need it on the inside. Um, so I go ahead and create the inside of my pocket. So I'm matting my photo on some black here, and then I'm going to attach it to the tag. And the tag on the back of it is going to have my journaling of our outtake photos. Once I get there. And then what I was doing originally with that dimensional adhesive is that I wanted a stopper for my tag so it didn't fall all the way into the pocket. See how there's about a 1/4 of an inch gap that I wanted to make sure that it stayed above where that special delivery was, so there was still that red gap underneath it. So here's where I figure out that I need to put that stopper on the inside of my tag, but still so it's not seen and you can't see it once I put that special delivery over the top. And to make sure that that's stuck, since it's outside of the pocket, I did use my tear tape again, which holds really good. That I've done this several times and it sticks really good, and I usually don't have any issues with getting it to stay. And so here I am. I'm gonna go ahead and put all my items back in, and there is my finished page. And so here I am just kind of walking through my 4 different pockets and how when you pull out the tag, then you can go ahead and see my journaling. And there I am talking about that it's not easy to get a picture with a baby. And we went with a picture that was good enough this year. And then it just slides easily back into the pocket, just showing you the dimension there and how it stops the tag from going all the way to the bottom of the page. And then here I am adding the pocket page to the back of my opening. And here I'm using a wider format of the tear tape. It's about, I believe this one is a 1-inch. There is a wider one that comes in a 2-inch, and I do like to use that as well, but the last time I restocked my stash of adhesive that was not available, so I went with the next bigger size, which was this 1-inch. And I'm just using my my scissors to cut the edge. The scissors that I have are the ones that I believe the blades are Teflon, something like that, and keeps the adhesive from sticking. And so I'm just sticking that on all 4 sides. I did avoid going over where the punched holes were, so I wouldn't get my hole punch all sticky when I go to repunch the holes once I put them back to back. And so here I am. I'm going to pull off, well, I do like to also burnish, since I did do some sewing on this page to add the acetate to the other side. I like to burnish it over the top of that uneven thread marks, so to make sure that it is really good and stuck to that side of the paper. And here I am, I'm going to pull off all the back, and then I will carefully match it up to the back side of page 1. And and I also decide that since this album will probably get a lot of looks throughout the years, that I did decide to add a little liquid adhesive in the areas where there was not the tear tape. So here I am, just matching up those punched holes that will go through the ring binders of my album. And there you go. I have page 1. There's page 2 and my pocket page, page 3. So thanks for watching. There will be some close-up pictures coming up, and I would love it if you would give me a like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave those below. Thank you very much and have a good day. Bye.